What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. Usually, I do a lot of Arsenal content, but today I was watching the Raptors game, and you guys know I'm a big Raptors fan. I'm a Toronto Raptors fan my whole entire life, growing up in Toronto, Canada, living in Mississauga, living in West Etobicoke the whole entire time, growing up there. Always supported the Raptors, always watched the Raptors my whole entire life, and over the past couple seasons, our expectations have gotten a lot higher. We've always expected to be in the playoffs. We've always expected to do well. We've always expected to be one of those teams in and around fighting for the top seed in the Eastern Conference. And having players like DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard, and Kyle Lowry over the past couple of years, we've always had a winning mentality within the team. Now, we are now 8-2. No, 2-8. Okay, we're one of the worst teams in the NBA. Not at fault of Nick Nurse or any of the players. It's just we have been completely unlucky with some of our situations. But at the same time, today I have no more excuses. At this point, it's absolutely gotten out of hand, completely out of hand. Like, we have lost to so many teams, and we're up in majority of these games. Like, today's game was just another situation in which we've let ourselves down. And I'm starting to get disappointed. I don't know what to do. It's almost like every single day I watch the Raptors, I'm like, they find another way to just beat themselves. We're not losing to our opponents based on their ability to just get their spots and get their shots off. We're not losing because of their defensive setup. We're losing because of our own mistakes. Like against Golden State, it was Kyle Lowry's silly foul on Damian Lee that led us to get Damian Lee to get the free throws and get that crazy shot off. Oh, man. And then Pascal Siakam over the past two games in a row, gets a good shot off at the end of the game. Can't get the shot off. To me, Pascal Siakam has been doing his best, but to me, Pascal Siakam is not the best player on a team that's going to win you an NBA championship. At best, he has to be the second or third best player on a team that's going to win you a championship. Now, let's talk about today's game, guys. Let's talk about today's game. So today's game, the Portland Trail Blazers, they found a way to come back into this game. We had a huge lead. We had a huge lead in this game. We were up big. And when we were up big, we should have closed the game out. We should have never let them get back into the game. But with the guys like Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, who can always pick their shots, always pick their spots, and always get their shot off whenever they want, that you have guys who can close out a game. We really don't have any closers. We miss a closer since we lost Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan. We haven't had an actual closer. Pascal Siakam is not a closer, ladies and gentlemen. He's not someone who's going to close the game. He's not someone who's going to finish off a game for you. He's not somebody who's going to win you a game. He's going to be a guy who gets you a lot of buckets and gets you in a blowout. He can definitely get you a lot of buckets. And I'm not taking anything away from Pascal Siakam. He's a great player. He got a triple-double tonight. He did his job. And Nick Nurse, you know what? Nick Nurse did his job too. Nick Nurse set us up for success. It's just down the stretch, we could not get ourselves a bucket when we needed to. And you know what? Let's just look at some of these stats. Let's look at what's going on with this game, because I'm going to share screen everything right now so we can look at what happened in this game. 1 second. Okay. So as you can see, we went up big early with 30. We went up big early in the first quarter, and then the second quarter they came back. Right, third quarter we held that lead, and then the fourth quarter they blew the door open. They absolutely blew the door open. And down the stretch, as you can see, it was literally CJ McCollum's jumper, which was he just got the ball, came up, did a little spin, pull-up jumper, and boom. At that point, I knew that we're in big trouble, because we had 9 seconds left. We struggled to get a shot off in the regular game clock. How are we going to get a shot off in 9 seconds? You know what? Pascal Siakam did a good job getting into the lane, doing a spin move, getting a shot off. He tried to get the tip in off the rebound, couldn't get it in. But yeah, at the end of the day, these guys were just too much for us. And when you have guys like Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, always guys who can close out a game and just get themselves a bucket whenever they need to. CJ McCollum absolutely torched us down the stretch, in addition to having Carmelo Anthony showing up big down the stretch also. Like, I don't know how often I can say this. We did not replace Marcus Saul and Alex Len. Alex Len and Marcus Saul. Alex Len is nowhere near Marcus Saul's level. Alex Len did not offer us anything at all. Like, not offensively, not defensively, no rebounds, not even defensive rebounds. His positioning is poor. Played 9 minutes today. I think Nick Nurse even knows that he's not good. He's not any good. I don't know if Aaron Baines is injured or anything. I didn't read the report what's going on with Aaron Baines because he didn't play at all. But Chris Boucher is an absolute godsend. This guy, he's really, the height wise, he's really what should be a power forward, small forward, but he's playing as our center. He's our only option as a big man. Our only option. Like, let's be real. He's our only option as a big man, and he's putting up numbers. He got us 20 points, three rebounds. I mean, 3 blocks, 8 rebounds. You know what? Hit 5 threes. He's doing his job. OG Anunoby. I don't expect him to be an all-star. I just expect him to raise his levels to be a good third option, fourth option. And you know what? OG's done his job. Our best lineup is Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, OG, and Chris Boucher. Norman Powell has been a letdown this season. And you know what? Kyle Lowry, he's been doing his best. He's been doing his best. But hey, once again, we lost in a tight game. How many of these games has there been this season? It's just been game after game after game after game after game. So Portland game, we lost by 1. We call it? Warriors game, we lost by 1. Kings game, we won, obviously. Suns game, we lost by a decent amount, right? Celtics game, we got blown out, right? Then you got the Pelicans game. We were up big, and we ended up losing by 4. Obviously, we beat the Knicks. We were up big against the Sixers. We lost that game also. We were up big against the Spurs also. We lost that game. Pelicans first game of the season. I swear we were up in that game too, and we ended up losing big in the third quarter. So it's just been consistent situation all season where we keep losing leads. We have the lead, we end up losing it, and you know what? I have no more excuses for this team. The Toronto Raptors this season, there's still a lot of time. I expect you guys to at least be at 5-5 at this point of the season, not 2-8. So there's a lot of stepping up that you guys need to do. There's a lot of work you guys need to do on the offensive end, and you need to do a lot of work on the defensive end. I hope that you guys can trade for an actual center that can catch the ball, because Alex Len cannot catch the ball. He cannot do anything offensively at all to affect the game, and he can't even do anything defensively because he's never an option. Nick Nurse knows that defensively, Chris Boucher and Pascal Siakam are better options than having Alex Len out there. Now, I'm not going to get crazy and get mad and say this. I'm just going to say this. I think it's time for us to lower expectations with the Toronto Raptors this season. We are no longer the top 5 team in the East that we used to be. The Brooklyn Nets are ahead of us. The Indiana Pacers are ahead of us. The Boston Celtics are ahead of us. The Milwaukee Bucks are ahead of us. And you could even put another team in there. I can't even think of a team off the top of my head. Who else is there? It will come to me in a second. The Miami Heat. Yeah. So just based on that, let's be real. Let's keep it real. We never replaced Serge. We never replaced Marc Gasol, 2 of the best defenders in the NBA at their positions. On top of that, Serge Ibaka's offensive firepower off the bench. Guys, this is going to be a long season. Get ready. The Raptors are going to be fighting for 8th, 7th, 6th seed if we're lucky. At this point right now, we look like a lottery team. But I'm not going to shoot the gun. There's still a lot of season left to go. What I'll say is, just get ready for the ride because it's going to be a bumpy one. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some of your comments. We got time. He's saying, last 2 beats were so hard. Yeah, I know. I think we're just going to have to accept that we're a middle run team at the best. Yeah, I get you. Sign Jamal Crawford. I think he's going to have help off the bench. Yeah, we definitely need squad depth. We don't have a deep roster at all. Look at the Brooklyn Nets compared to our roster. Brooklyn Nets have a way deeper Forget Surge as well. Huge piece. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, coach is more iconic. Eagles coach is more iconic than the Air Canada Center and Highbury. Yeah, yeah, the Heat. Yeah, yeah, bro. I thought the entire NBA was like 2K16 still. Hello. Oh man. Tank for Cad Kenningham. Yo, man, I don't want to go through another tank, but if we have to, we might as well get the best player. We might as well get the worst record. If we're gonna, if it continues like this for another 2 months, it doesn't get better, guys. Our schedule does not get better. Our schedule is bad. But yeah, this game today, guys, what are you gonna do? Anyways, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.